I'm out doing a survey this morning and I've just come across a section of this habitat that I'd really like to show you because it is an example of one of my least favourite species getting in the way of what would otherwise be a really, really nice habitat. So this area here has got some really nice species. This is bog asphodel, this here is cotton grass, and down in here is some sphagnum moss. Now all of these, I don't have a peat stick with me today so I don't know the peat depth, but all of these are generally indicative of a healthy blanket bog. However, surrounding them and surrounding me in every single direction I look is this grass here, which forms these big lumps. They're called tussocks, and that is Molinia, also known as purple moorgrass. And this grass basically completely outcompetes everything in these habitats. I'll show you an example here. So down here, you can see all of that is Molinia that has covered the ground there, and that creates quite a thick thatch layer, which then means that it's really hard for other plants to grow through it. And on top of that, for ecologists like me, it makes walking really, really difficult because look at the size of that tussock, and they're just all over the shop. So you have to weave a little path through them all, or you have to try and walk on top of them, which obviously is pretty risky, a bit ankle breaky, really. Now you might be asking, well, what can we do about it? And unfortunately with Molinia, the methods that we've got to manage it are not that effective. The sort of standard management method is to come in and either mow it or flail it to try and reduce the tussocks, knock out some of that thick, dense Molinia sward, and then either hope that the understory vegetation can quickly grow through before the Molinia comes back, or and flood it with plug plants or seed to try and bring that more desirable vegetation back through that sward. However, it is quite difficult to do that. You know, the Molinia itself is also going to grow back. There will be an existing seed bank under there as well. So it really is a difficult one to manage, and it is the bane of my life to walk over. And not only that, it does really invade these priority habitats like blanket bogs. And that is why Molinia is one of my least favourite species.